This is the future of microtransactions in RuneScape. At least, I really hope it is. What you're looking at right now is the third MTX experiment Jax is running, and I think that this one is the most realistic one so far to actually replace Treasure Hunter in the future. Not just this experiment, but also something else that is currently happening in-game right now that has nothing to do with these experiments, but is a form of monetization. But we will get to that. Still, let me clarify, nothing has been set in stone yet. For all we know, nothing will change. However, I just don't think that that will be the case, as why would you otherwise run these experiments? Because if you don't follow through now, then you literally destroy the final bit of trust the players have in you and will most likely never replenish it and pretty much kill off the game. But anyway, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, as we're still trying to get to 10k subscribers by the end of 2025. And my name's Chevalric, and let's talk about it. This experiment is quite simple. You buy cosmetics directly with rune coins. And I can already hear you type, "Chef, that is still predatory, as you can never buy the amount of rune coins you really need and always have to buy more." Which you are correct about, but there is a bit of a caveat here, at least in my opinion, which we will get to. Many gaming companies, Jax included, use custom currencies to make sure that you always have a little bit left over when buying something, as the bought amount of currency and prices of whatever you purchase with that currency in-game never truly align. This is obviously to make you consider buying more cosmetics or other stuff they're selling with your leftover currency, as you are so close to buying the next one, and thus repeating the cycle by buying something, keeping leftover currency, and buying new currency to buy something again, and doing that over and over and over again. Ideally, I'd love to see the ability to use both rune coins and direct IRL money to purchase stuff, as rune coins aren't as bad as most game currencies because we have bonds. One bond equals 195 rune coins, which is about 1 1/3 cosmetic overrides. Looking at the abilities, that is, you will be needing at least 2 bonds for full outfits, as they are a little bit more expensive, but then again, they are full outfits. Sure, the leftover currency issue will still apply here, but the flip side of that is the fact that with 140 mil GP, so in-game currency, like actual earnable through gameplay, you can buy a sick cosmetic override. This makes it so that most of the purchasable cosmetics are actually obtainable through gameplay. Sure, making 140 mil GP isn't as easy for non-endgame players, but if you really want the cosmetic, you can drop a few dollars and get it without having to grind for hours up on end for the GP. As it stands right now, I think the ability overrides come down to like €3.50, at least in my currency that is. And I think that is pretty realistic for cosmetic override. I was kind of expecting them to be at least 10-15 euros, as we're seeing in a lot of other bigger games. But 350 for a really sick animation, yeah, it's alright. Yet again, prefer to not have any of it at all. But to me, this is a great middle ground. As mentioned in previous videos, I'd prefer to just have membership and bonds as the only way to spend IRL money on RuneScape. But I also understand with the current player base and that this is just a viable thing to keep the game up and running, right? Without having to actually cut a lot of the development team, which none of us wants, let's be honest. So, what is this other thing that I mentioned at the start of the video? Well, I think the current event that is running, the Need for Mead, is something that we might also see more of in the future. This event allows you to earn currency through gameplay, called Nectar, to complete a sort of mini battle pass, which you can instantly complete by spending, yet again, rune coins or also direct bonds to buy extra nectar to complete the event faster or instantly. This event only offers cosmetic, so it really isn't that offensive, at least in my opinion. And yet again, if you really want to finish it and not spend time or have the time to spend on it, you can drop about 1.1 billion GP with current prices, or roughly 24 euros to complete it from 0 to 20k honey. This sounds like a lot, but most likely towards the end of the event, you might only need to spend a little bit of GP or a couple dollars to actually complete it, as you gain this currency passively by playing. To put it in context, over the last week and a half, the event has been running. I've collected about 5k nectar with roughly 10 hours of gameplay across that time. This is without doing any of the skills that give extra nectar, collecting the bees, which give an additional free 1k nectar, and another 1k-ish nectar for completing the special event task. Take a shot every time I set nectar and you will be absolutely wasted. To some, that might still sound awful, but then again, it is better than Treasure Hunter, and they are only cosmetics. If you really want them, drop some money on it, and get them. There's something that I would love to see, however, with these mini battle passes, and that is the ability to purchase them in hindsight. Helldivers has a system similar to this, where you can buy previous battle passes and complete them through gameplay at any point in time. This would be a great solution for these events as well, and allow you to complete them over a longer period of time. If these events and direct cosmetics, without the existence of Treasure Hunter, are the future of MTX and RuneScape and would keep the game alive as well, then I'd be more than okay with that personally. Yet again, I still would love to see just bonds and memberships, but I also understand that with the amount of players we currently have, that is simply not realistic to keep the game up and running. So what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below, leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and my name is Chevalric, and I'll see you guys in my next video.